is Captain John Henry. I'm a platoon leader with Charlie Company, 3rd 509, Brigade Infantry.
Okay. And where's your hometown, sir?
What was it?
Hometown?
Hometown, Vero Beach, Florida.
Okay. First, sir, can you tell me where your objective was and what your men did tonight?
We had an objective northeast of Capt, going after a mortar cell that's attacked both Diyarah patrol base and Capt patrol base. And we're with the leader of the cell and a couple of guys that work with him.
Okay. Could you tell me how you inserted into this area and what your men did once they got on the ground?
We went in via air assault, meaning we used, in this case, 2 CH-47 Chinooks. Flying from Capt on the objective, enter the objective, and clear to the key building from the objective that way.
Okay. On your individual objective, what did your men find?
We found, well, we entered the building, we found 2 males, one was older. There were 4 women and 7 children in the objective. One of the males matched the name that was on the blacklist, and he got processed. He was detained in process. And they also had random remote control spots. There were no TVs or anything in the house. They had random remote control parts and even a washing machine timer.
Okay, and what are those parts used?
They could be used for ID manufacture, especially the washing machine timer. They like to use as a safety device to keep them from blowing themselves up.
Okay. What else was found on this explored in the entire area?
While elements from my platoon were searching southeast of the 2nd building, they found headquarters platoon with my guys found a pre-planned an IED with an 82 millimeter with a pressure plate, and I also found an ammo can, I believe filled with HME. Homemade explosives.
Okay. What did your men, or what happened to the items?
EOD was flown in, and they placed C4 charges on it and destroyed the IED and ammo can to control detonation.
Okay. Can you explain to me what the blacklist is?
We have a list of personnel who basically we know are bad. They have been identified either IED attacks, mortar attacks, any number of things. That's what earns them a spot on the blacklist.
Okay. Back to the mission specifically. What do you, in your own opinion, what do you think missions like these do, and how do they help contribute to our brigade's overall mission here in Iraq?
Well, if we're successful and we got the 1 guy, but if we got all 3, that eliminates the mortar cell right there. And that lets all of his buddies know, hey, they know who we are. And 1 mortar team down, it means he's not attacking us, and he's not attacking Iraqi army or Iraqi police.
To your guys, what does this do to the guys at Diyarah who routinely get boarded on this by these guys?
With that mortar cell gone, that's only going to help. And Diyarah patrol base is basically right in the city. It's right on the edge of it. You can throw a rock at the market from the patrol base. So if they're mortaring Diyarah patrol base, they're mortaring the town of Diyarah itself.
That's pretty much all I got for you. Anything you'd like to add that I didn't ask you about? How your men did tonight, your mission out here, your mission overall, anything else?
Well, the boys did real well. First put us down on the wrong spot. I haven't been able to talk to the pilot, so I'm not really sure why. Might have to do with power lines, something along those lines. But my bird, which is bird 2, we were tasked with the southern building. We got placed right beside the northern building on the complete opposite side of where we're supposed to be. But the men adapted and overcame and cleared the buildings we had. And I thought it worked out real well.
Actually, I do have one question. I know what was wrong with it. What was all the searching for once you guys got to the house?
Once we clear a house, we clear a house for any kind of enemy or, weapons, IED, that kind of stuff. We conduct what's called specific site exploitation, where we're looking for, in this case, a a mortar tube, perhaps a cache of mortar rounds. We're looking around the area. We had access with us a military working dog, and we did some mine detectors to try to find stuff. But basically, it's just like I said, sensitive site exploitation. It's almost like police work in a way. We use the high-field computer system we have to basically fingerprint and ID people. If we find weapons, we're careful with them not to get our fingerprints on them. We handle them only with gloves. And any kind of evidence is handled much the same way that police officers would.
And last thing, sir, what is with wiping down the hand, spraying swab, and also that big diesel channel you guys use?
The X-spray, explosive spray test. Basically, it has hand-grenade little kits that can test for different kinds of explosives, TNT, nitrates, and anything along those lines. You take your little basic piece of paper, and you wipe the finger. You spray them, and wipe the finger. If the paper shows up a certain color, it's going to tell you what kind of explosive, if it is explosive. It can prove that they're clean, or it can prove that they've been handling something. Now, in the farming area, you got to be careful because it could be fertilizer, which is also used to make up explosives. As for the high-speed camera system you're talking about, the HIDE system, it will be used for cataloging personnel. It can take the fingerprint. It will take a digital picture of their eye, as well as a digital picture of them, and also you enter information on the individual. And that all gets entered into a big database. So anytime we go out there and say, I pick up a weapon from one of these objectives, well, we get a fingerprint right there.
So it's pretty much a way of linking people. It's like a catalog of bad guys, or not even bad guys, but people.
Right.
That's all I got, sir.